a magic ring kind of day. It's a strengthening class. So I hope you feel long and strong, and at the end of it, a little bit taller than when you started, a little bit stronger than when you started. Okay, so grab your ring, have it near you. Let's stand on the far end of the mat. And just have a warm-up. So send the heels underneath your sitting bones, about a fist distance apart. Lengthen up through the crown of the head. Think about externally rotating the thighs from the front of your hip socket. Splay your toes, lift them off, drop the toes down, lengthen the crown of the head up. Take a deep breath in, and then on the exhale, start by nodding the chin to the chest and rolling down slowly, bone by bone. Just close the front ribs as you go and squeeze and lift your pelvic floor. You're going to need it as you roll all the way down to the ground. Stay down here, plant your hands on the mat. If you need to bend your knees to do that, do that. Take a deep breath in. On the exhale, just warming up, squeeze and lift your pelvic floor, nod the chin to your chest, and let the pelvic floor help lift you up to standing. Roll it up. Inhale to lengthen up through the crown of the head. And if you don't have your ring near you, have it next to your side for this roll down. We're going to place the ring inside the legs. Inhale to lengthen the crown of the head up. Exhale, engage the pelvic floor. Squeeze and lift your undercarriage up inside you. And nod the chin to your chest. Round the spine, forwards and down. Sequentially, bone by bone. Really lifting the tummy up into your leggings and your top. Take a deep breath in here. And then take the ring. Place it inside your legs, above your ankle joint. And then again, walk your feet closer towards one another so that the ring is already engaged. So your parallel feet, toes are down, you're on your mat. Take a deep breath in. On the exhale, engage the pelvic floor. Squeeze the inner thighs in towards that ring. Restack the spine. Keep the chin tucked into your chest as you roll all the way up to standing. Lengthen up through the crown of the head. Deep breath in. On the exhale, nod the chin to your chest. Roll forwards and down. If you don't have a ring, use a ball. If you don't have either of those things, a firm cushion will do. And your hands are now on the mat. Soften your knees. Take a deep breath in. On the exhale, you're going to walk your hands out into a plank. 1, 2, 3, 4. Try not to lose your ring. It may touch the mat. So round, so your shoulders are rounded, as in your shoulder blades are wide. If you could almost send them wide across the back and into your armpits. Lengthen up through the crown of the head. Your ring may touch the mat. And do teeny tiny elbows to waist press ups. So just do 3 press ups. Lengthen your arms fully. Bend your elbows fully. Hold it here. Lengthen those arms. Pick your hips up. Send the hips back. And then lower the heels down slowly if they're not already down. Stretching the mat out. Really send the heels of the hands forwards, the heels of the feet down. Take a deep breath in here. Close your front ribs. Send your sitting bones up. And on the exhale, squeeze your pelvic floor. Walk your hands back to your feet. Place the feet down on the mat. Deep breath in here. And on the exhale, we squeeze that pelvic floor. We keep the chin, tuck it into your chest, and then restack your spine. Up to standing. All right, so lengthen up through the crown of the head. Deep breath in. On the exhale, nod the chin to your chest and roll forwards and down. Lift the front ribs up into your spine, and then stay all the way down on the mat. Again, we're going to walk the hands out into a plank. Soften your knees if you need to do that. On the exhale, squeeze that pelvic floor and walk those hands out. Hold it here. Remember, nice strength and length in that spine. Feel strong, feel long. Inhale, soften the elbows to the hip points. Exhale, straighten those arms. Inhale, soften the elbows to the hip points. Exhale, squeeze the pelvic floor in the ring and straighten those arms. One more time. Soften those elbows back towards one another, towards the hip points. Lengthen those arms, lengthen the spine. Inhale, pick up your hips. Keep those heels lifted. Exhale, lower the heels. Stretch the mat out. Like you're really sending the arms long and away from the heels that are going down and away. Hold it here. Deep breath in. And then on the exhale, squeeze your pelvic floor. Walk your hands back to your feet. Stay in your forward bend. Deep breath in. Soften your knees. Breathe into that lower back. Exhale. Squeeze and lift your pelvic floor and restack your spine all the way up to standing. Deep breath in. On the exhale, just nod the chin to your chest. Roll forwards and down, all the way down. Stay here. And then you're just going to soften your knees. Walk your hands out one pace. Take the ring out of your ankles and place it inside the forearms above the wrist joint. I know it's a bit tricky. So you're going to just engage that ring in, keeping the toes tucked. Take a deep breath in. Splay your fingers wide. Push your finger pads down on the mat. On the exhale, squeeze your pelvic floor, long, strong arms, and then pick your knees up, float them off the mat if you can. Totally fine if you can't. Inhale here. Exhale, engage those arm muscles, arms towards one another so the bones go slightly towards one another. We're going to do a cat-cow. So squeeze and lift that pelvic floor. Tuck the pelvis, round the mid-back up. Drop the head forwards. Inhale into your back. Mid-back lifts up. Exhale, and then squeeze that pelvic floor. Unravel that spine. Lift the face up. Stick the tailbone out. So really arch the back, dropping the mid-back down. Inhale there. And then position your skull on top of your spine. Squeeze the pelvic floor. Engage the ring with those arm bones. Squeeze the pelvic floor as you tuck that pelvis, rounding the mid-back up to the ceiling, dropping the head forwards. Take a deep breath in here. And then on the exhale, engage the pelvic floor. Lift your tailbone up, lift your face up. So send your booty towards the back of your head, keeping those knees hovering off the mat if you can. Inhale there. Look forwards. Lower the knees down. Untuck your toes. And just shift your body weight back slightly towards those heels. And then lift back up. We're going to just keep the spine where it is. Shift your body weight to sit towards the heels. And then use your glutes to come back up. So for those of you that need to fire up your glutes, and I have a few clients, you're going to keep the natural curves of your spine, almost lifting the tailbone up as you sit back. And then squeeze your glutes to come forwards and back up. Now we're just going to sit up and place the ring between the thighs. So feet forward, they're going to be apart because of the ring. You're going to place the feet down, squeeze and lift that pelvic floor. Squeeze that ring, and again, I'm just going to show you, the ring is not on the knee joint. It's always above the knee joint, about, a fifth of the way up on the thigh. Interlace your fingertips behind the bulb of your head. On the exhale, squeeze the pelvic floor. Squeeze that ring. Hold it there. Inhale here. Open up that ring. Open up that pelvic floor and lengthen your spine up. Stay seated high on those sitting bones. Relax the shoulders down. Exhale. Squeeze the pelvic floor in the ring. Let's twist all the way to the right. Inhale there. Relax the ring in the pelvic floor. Exhale. Squeeze the pelvic floor in the ring. Twist further to the right. Inhale, lift the left arm up, place it across the opposite thigh, and use it to help you twist further, further, further towards the right. Inhale, lengthen your right arm up. Exhale, plant it down behind you and lift the chest up, away from your sitting bones. So use the arm bones, arm bone forward, the hand back to squeeze and lift your pelvic floor, lift the chest up, and twist further, further, further. Use your eyes to help you go further. Keep those sitting bones stable. And then untwist your center. Hands go back behind the head. Inhale to lift the spine up, 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 up with the breath. Find space between the bones of your spine. Relax the shoulders down. Squeeze your pelvic floor. Squeeze the ring on the exhale and twist left. Inhale, reach the right arm up. Exhale, reach it down away from you on the outside of that thigh and use it to help you twist further to the left. Inhale, reach the left arm up. Exhale, plant it down behind you in line with your spine. Squeeze the pelvic floor in the ring, twist further. So push the left hand down, push the right forearm into that left thigh, twist further to the left. Go further without moving those sitting bones and keep those shoulder blades relaxed and down the back. Inhale back to center, one more to each side, lift up tall. Find space between the bones of your spine with your breath. Squeeze the pelvic floor, rotate your spine to the right. Go further, use Inhale, lift the left arm up. Exhale, plant it down on the outside of your right thigh and use that arm to help you rotate from the waist further to the right. Inhale, lift the right arm up. Exhale, plant it down, lift the chest up. Squeeze your pelvic floor, squeeze your ring. Grow taller, and then twist further from the waist. Lift that chest up, 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 up. Squeeze the pelvic floor and use your inner strength, your pelvic floor strength to twist even further to the right. Come back to center, hands go back behind the head. Inhale. As you breathe out, you squeeze that pelvic floor in the ring, you twist left. Inhale, reach the right arm up. Exhale, reach it forwards and down. Press into that thigh, twist further to the left. Inhale, reach the left arm up like you're touching something on the ceiling. Exhale, plant it down in line with your spine. Lift the chest up with your breath. Exhale, squeeze the pelvic floor and twist further from the waist. Inhale, lift the chest up. Exhale, push the hand down, push the arm bone in. Use the pelvic floor and twist further. Can you go an inch further? Come back through center. Just reach the arms forwards, take a deep breath in. Reach the fingertips forwards and away, palms down. On the exhale, squeeze the pelvic floor. You're just going to tuck the pelvis, send the pubic bone back behind you, and roll back. So you're going to roll all the way back, not all the way back, all the way back to your shoulder blades hips, I should say. Hold it here. Take a deep breath in, squeeze and lift that pelvic floor, squeeze that ring, and then slowly you're just going to float the knees off, toes together. Knees are obviously apart because of that ring. We're going to do the hundreds. On the inhale, and as you breathe out, squeeze the pelvic floor, squeeze the ring, curl the chest forwards. You're going to inhale as you pump the arms for 5. And as you exhale, focus on the breath, but squeeze the pelvic floor and the ring more. Inhale for 5, open up the ring. Exhale for 5, squeeze the ring and the pelvic floor. The pelvic floor is symbolized by the ring. Inhale to release the pelvic floor and the ring. Exhale, squeeze the pelvic floor and the ring. One more set like this. Inhale. Remember, it's about strength. Keep those arms active and energized. Hold it here. Let's take the ring away. Place it between the ankles for fun. And then lower our spines down to give our necks a little bit of a break. Take a deep breath in here. And focus on the strength and length of your legs. So really switch on your thigh muscles and lengthen those beautiful strong arms down onto the mat. Hold it here, point your toes. On the exhale, squeeze the pelvic floor, squeeze the ring. Inhale to release the pelvic floor and the ring. And then you know you're in a good position with that ring if it doesn't start to bobble. Squeeze and lift your pelvic floor and squeeze that ring on the exhale. Inhale. And release the pelvic floor and the ring. This time on the exhale, we curl up. So squeeze the pelvic floor and the ring, curl up. Reach the long, strong arms towards the other end of the mat. Energize those arms, energize those legs. You're going to inhale for a count to 5 as you lower those legs. Challenge your range. Exhale and lift those legs. One more like this. Feel long and strong as you lower those legs. Squeeze that pelvic floor to help you. Then lower the arms. Lower the legs towards your face and roll all the way up and over. Flex your feet. Lock your knees. Long, strong legs. Squeeze that ring. Inner thighs active. And then roll all the way down through the spine. Before your tailbone hits, curl the chest forwards towards the thighs. Reach the arms forwards. Squeeze that ring. Inhale as you lower those legs. Lower the ring. Exhale to lift those legs, squeezing that ring. Inhale, lower those legs, pumping those arms. Exhale, lift those legs up. Plant the arms down and roll all the way up to your shoulders. Lower the toes, flex the feet, lock your knees. Take a deep breath in. On the exhale, really scoop the low tummy muscles in. Really engage the ring, locking those knees, but pick the head up before the tailbone hits. Reach the arms forwards and away. Point those toes as you inhale, you lower those legs. Exhale, squeeze the ring, squeeze the pelvic floor more. It's going to save you. Inhale to lower those legs. Exhale, lift those long, strong legs up. And then lower the arms, push the palms down, roll onto your shoulders. Flex your feet, take a deep breath in here. Lower the toes towards the floor, locking those knees. Think length and strength. And then this time we stay lying down. We set the tailbone down. We point the toes. Bend the knees in. Hold the shins and hug them in towards your chest. We're just going to rock side to side a few times. For those of you that are just joining the party, that was the hundreds warm up. And then this time we're going to grab the ring. We're going to use it in a new way. So place the palms on the pads of the ring, if you can. And then just take a moment to press the legs together. Keep the tailbone down, so retain the natural curves of your spine. Inhale and feel like you're increasing the space between the bones of your spine with your inhale. On the exhale, press the knees together and curl up, squeezing that pelvic floor to help you. Now in this new single leg stretch, I want you to press the top of your thigh into the ring in your curl up. Lengthen your left leg long and away. So you're drawing the knee in. And you're drawing the ring in with one knee as you lengthen the other leg away. So reach, reach, inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale. Try and force the ring into your face. Fight it with your hands, obviously. And then hold it here. Lengthen all the legs away. Take the ring in your left hand. Take your right hand to your right ear. Roll onto your right side, keeping the legs lifted. Push the ring down, and you can set your hand, your head in your hand. So inhale, lower those legs. Exhale, push the ring down with the top arm as you lift those legs off. Stacking those hips, you're going to inhale, lower those legs. Exhale, think length and strength in the legs, and length and strength in the inner thighs in particular. Inhale to lower those legs, just do two more. Exhale, squeeze your heels together to lift those legs up. Last one. Inhale to lower, exhale to lift. Hold the legs high. We're going to use the legs lifting high to roll up onto our backs for double leg stretch. So we're going to curl up to those knees, keep the tailbone down. And this time we're going to do something slightly different. We're going to keep the tailbone down, curl up. Reach arms and legs away, holding the ring between the palms. Challenge your range. And then when you draw the knees in, you're just transferring the ring to the right, and then draw the ring underneath you as you draw your knees in, but keep the tailbone down. And this time we take the ring in the left hand, reach arms and legs away, so both hands in the ring, and then return it to the left hand, draw underneath your seat. Hold it here, squeeze that pelvic floor, curl the chest forwards, keeping the shoulder blade tips on the mat. Take the ring in the right hand as you lengthen arms and legs away, you squeeze the ring overhead. Take the ring back into the right hand, keep the arms low, and then squeeze the ring here, squeeze the pelvic floor, curl up, but don't lift your tail. Take the ring in the left hand, reach the ring overhead, squeeze the ring here, and then just for fun, take the ring in the right hand, like a round the world situation. Curl up, but don't lift the tail, squeezing that ring. And then take the ring in the right hand, take the left arm to the left ear. You're going to roll onto your left hip. And then again, keeping the elbows sort of stacked, the shoulders stacked, the hips stacked, the top elbow can be bent. You're going to inhale to lower the legs, exhale, squeeze the heels together to lift. 4 more. Inhale to lower. Press the ring down with the pad of the ring down with the hand. 3 more. Squeeze your pelvic floor, lift both legs off. Inhale to lower, exhale, squeeze the pelvic floor and glutes to lift the legs off. 1 more after this. Inhale to lower those legs. Exhale, squeeze the pelvic floor, push your hip points forward, push the ring down with that hand. And then again, we're going to roll onto our backs for single straight leg stretch. So again, you're going to push the pad of the ring into the leg as it comes in. You're going to scissor those legs. You're going to use the ring to fight it. And if this is too much, by the way, for your head, neck, and shoulders, you can always support your head and neck using the ring. If you don't have a ring, that's fine. I can't see you. Pulse, pulse. Inhale, inhale. Inhale, inhale. Exhale, exhale. Exhale, exhale. And again, both legs go up. The ring goes in the right hand. Right arm to right ear. Roll onto your right hip. Support your head in your hand if you need to, or lie down if that feels better for you. Inhale to lower the legs. Exhale, lift those legs together and up, squeezing those heels. Inhale to lower. Press the ring down, squeeze those heels. Keep the shoulder blades down the back. Inhale. Exhale to lift those legs. Go 2 more. Lift on. Squeeze that pelvic floor. Inhale to lower. Exhale, squeeze the pelvic floor. Keep the legs lifted. Lift them higher as you roll back onto your back for a double leg stretch. So this can be even more challenging. You're going to curl up to those lifted legs. Keep the tailbone down. You're going to keep the ring there or plant it over your head. You're going to squeeze those heels together, lower the legs together and down. Exhale, lift them up. Keep the tailbone down. Inhale to lower those legs. Curl the chest forwards and up. This is super challenging, super strengthening. Don't worry if you can't do it with the upper arms. You can always take the arms forwards and down or behind the head. Don't worry. And then 1 more. Inhale to lower those legs. Exhale, really squeeze the heels together. Squeeze your pelvic floor as you lift the legs up. Take the ring in your right hand. Send the left arm to the left ear, roll onto your left hip. And again, support your head in your hand if you wish. Lengthen those legs, stacking those hips, squeeze your glutes. Breathe in. On the exhale, squeeze your heels together, press the ring down as the legs lift. Inhale to lower those legs, send the shoulder blades down the back. Exhale, lift the legs up, press the ring down. Inhale to lower those legs. Exhale to lift, lift, lift those legs. Inhale to lower. Exhale, lift those legs up, 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 up. And one of my favorite things to do, you're going to roll all the way up and over. Bend all the knees. Okay, bend all the knees. That's going to be easier. We're going to do crisscross. So you're going to rotate the ring to one side as you lengthen the left leg out and away. Curl up and over. And then, without disturbing the pelvis, impossible, I know, you're going to twist up and over, up and over, up and over. And then you're just sending the ring. You can push it down if that feels better for you. Totally up to you and the stability of your pelvis. Or you can just reach the ring out and away to the left as you reach the right leg long. Now, keeping the legs locked and long, send the ring up and over towards the right, curl up another inch, lengthen your legs, keep the pelvis stable. Inhale to prepare. On the exhale, you're going to twist up and over towards the left, up and over towards the right long leg, up and over towards the lifted left leg. Twist, twist, curl up and over. I know. Right? Length and strength. Right. And then lie down, hug your knees into your chest. I'm going to show you one of my favorite ways to get into the obliques. I'm just going to set it up slowly so you can get the form absolutely right. So make sure your spine is on your mat. Take a deep breath in. And then float your knees up into a double knee fold, engaging that pelvic floor. So knees slightly apart, heels together. Okay? Knees slightly apart, heels together, flex your feet. So squeezing the heels together, squeeze the pelvic floor. You're going to place one pad of the ring on just one knee. So for me, it's my right knee. And then you're going to place the same side elbow in that opposite pad. And again, if you don't have a ring, that's fine. This is still effective oblique work, trust me. Hands go back behind the head, interlace your fingertips. Instead of twisting over to the right, squeeze and lift your pelvic floor, squeeze your heels together, and change the shape of the ring by just curling straight up through center. Not to the right, not to the left. Hold it here, and then take your elbows slightly out to the right to keep the shoulder blades down the back, and do baby curl up straight through center. Just 5, and 4, and 3, 2, 1. Hold it here. Deepen that curl up. Separate the heels a fraction, and just move the right thigh in. You should feel your obliques working, your deep low abs working in a new and exciting way. Then press the heels together, keep the ring where it is, but put your opposite elbow into that ring. So I'm twisted up and over to the right, my left elbow's in the ring. Take a deep breath in, squeeze your pelvic floor, curl up to change the shape of the ring, but don't move your legs. Don't move your hips to your toes. Squeeze the heels together for sure. Squeeze your pelvic floor, hold it in that curl up, separate the heels again, and then drive just the right thigh in. You should feel your obliques firing up in no time. It's one of the most effective ways to access those deep, lazy obliques. And then squeeze the heels together. Same thing on the other side. So take a deep breath in, place the ring on this same side, elbow and knee. For me, it's my left. Interlace the fingertips behind your head. On the exhale, you deepen the curl up straight through center. So squeeze those heels together. Keep them as high as your knees. On the exhale, you squeeze and lift your pelvic floor, send the navel down, and curl the chest forwards towards the legs again. Hold it there and pulse up. Don't let anything move from the navel to the toes. It really wants to. Hold it here in your curl up. Separate the heels a fraction and just drive the left thigh in to change the shape of the ring. So you're in your curl up and you're deepening it as the left thigh comes in strength. So squeeze the heels together again through center. Change the elbow that's in the ring. So twist up and over to the left. Deep breath in here. Squeeze your pelvic floor. Curl up to change the shape of the ring, and your legs are fighting it. So draw the ring closed with your strength in your obliques. Hold it here. Stay in your curl up. Separate the heels again, and then drive the left thigh in. It's really small but effective move. Keeping the shoulder blades down the back is your challenge, really. And then hold it here. Squeeze the heels together. Take the ring away. Hug your knees into your chest, using the ring if you want. And again, if you don't have a ring, it's really not the biggest problem. Even doing that exercise without a ring or a ball is going to work your obliques deeply. You just have to do it with a stable pelvis and a nice core connection using your pelvic floor. So, taking a deep breath in here. Relax the shoulders down the back. Squeeze and lift your pelvic floor. Nod the chin to your chest, and let's just curl forwards and up. So taking the ring forwards over those lengthened legs, lift the spine up. And then let's flex the feet and separate the legs a little bit so the heels are in alignment with your hip points, I would say. Take a deep breath in here, and then nod the chin towards your chest and reach the ring, keeping the shoulders wide and down, wide across the back. Reach the ring over and beyond the heels of the feet. You can let your pelvis go forwards in a way if that feels better for you. So reach the ring forwards and away, take a deep breath in, lock your knees. Think about strengthening your thigh muscles and lengthening your hamstrings here. Switch on your thigh muscles and your hamstrings can lengthen. Deep breath in, and then send the pubic bone back behind you. You're just going to roll up to seated again. That's all we're doing. So lengthen up through the crown of the head. Take a deep breath in. Flexing those feet or pointing those toes wherever you feel more active in your quad muscles. Nod the chin to your chest. And then round the spine forwards, keeping the chest parallel to the floor if you can. Parallel to those legs if you can. And then keeping the pelvis upright, reach the ring beyond those toes or feet. Take a deep breath in. Fill your lower back with your air, with your breath. Expansive breath. On the exhale, squeeze the pelvic floor. We're going to sit all the way up. Up. Hopefully that feels nice. Take a deep breath in. On the exhale, nod the chin to your chest and roll. Again, forwards and down, keeping the pelvis upright. You're trying to stretch out your spine. So squeeze the pelvic floor, reach the ring forwards. Lock your knees, whether your feet are flexed or toes pointed. Squeeze your quads on tight to lengthen those hamstrings. Pull the ring apart. Reach the ring beyond the toes. Take a deep breath in. And then slowly squeezing that pelvic floor, you're going to restack the spine on top of your pelvis. Ooh, right? I hope that felt nice for you. Now we're going to roll onto our tummies, onto our stomachs, and we're going to do a little extension with the ring. So first things first, we're going to do an assisted swan crab. So place the ring pad side down, or pad side down and up. And then place your hands either side of the top pad. Bend your elbows, lengthen your spine on the mat, turn out at the top of your thigh. Take a deep breath in. On the exhale, squeeze that pelvic floor. Pick up the head, the neck, the chest. Look forwards, and then really stretch out the front of your body, but hold on to it. Like pull your navel up and in. Squeeze your glutes, squeeze your pelvic floor, and lift higher. Inhale here. On the exhale, just release the spine down with control, bending those elbows. Deep breath in here. And on the exhale, engage your pelvic floor. Lengthen your legs, squeeze your glutes. Pick up the head, the neck, the chest. Lengthen those arms, push the palms down, lift the chest up. Can you squeeze your glutes and use the back muscles even more? Not worrying about anything in the arms. Use the back muscles to lift the chest more. Inhale there and come down. One more deep breath in here. On the exhale, squeeze your pelvic floor. Pick up the head, the neck, the chest. Gaze is soft and forwards through that ring. Push the long, strong arms down. Engage your glutes. Lengthen those legs. See if you can lengthen them even more. Pull your navel back. And then see if you can reach the chest further away from the mat by using the eyes and lifting the chin up. Inhale there. Come all the way down with control. Take the ring to your side, and then just push yourself back into child's pose, hands underneath your shoulder joints, seat to feet. Actively reach the arms forwards and away. Take a deep breath in here, and then slowly come all the way back onto your tummy. And this time the ring is going to go on your seat. So let's have the pads either side, hip to hip, not in line with the spine. And then lengthen your legs more in line with your hip points. Take a deep breath in here. Lengthen those arms down by your sides. Squeeze and lift your pelvic floor as you pick up the head, the neck, the chest. You find the pads of the ring with the heels of the hands. Hold it here. And then squeeze the shoulder blades together. Reach the ring towards the heels of the feet. Keeping the legs locked and down for a minute. Take a deep breath in. Squeeze your triceps. Lift the chest another inch. Float your long legs off. Take a deep breath in. Squeeze your pelvic floor. Reach the ring towards the heels of the feet. And float those feet off if you can. Hold it here. Can you reach the ring further to the heels of the feet? Squeeze your shoulder blades together. And then pulse the ring in. 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 Do 3 more. Get those triceps to burn. Hold it here. Reach the ring towards the heels of your feet. Lift your chest even further away from the floor. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Reach the ring through the heels of the feet. Lengthen your legs. Pulse the ring up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then lie down. Let's take the ring down to our sides. Slide the hands underneath your shoulder sockets. Sit yourselves back into child's pose. Take a deep breath in. Thanks for the comment, Louise. Oh no, sorry there were problems with streaming this morning. Don't know what happened. I hope this is taping. I really hope this is taping. Oh dear. And then we're going to take the ring on the seat still. Sorry. Let's put it back on the seat. And this time we're going to have the arms down by your sides. Deep breath in. Squeeze and lift your pelvic floor. Internally rotate at the top of your thigh. Pick up the head, the neck, the chest. Hold it here. Hold the ring, the pads of the ring with the palms of your hands. Reach the ring away. Lift your legs off. Lift your chest off, squeezing your shoulder blades together. Can you reach the ring higher than your seat? Hold it here. And now squeeze your pelvic floor, squeeze the glutes, lift the ring higher, hold it. And then take a moment to readjust where you are in space by using those back muscles to lift the chest even higher, but keep it there. And then take the ring just in one hand. So for me, it's my left hand. And then take the ring without disturbing the spine, take the ring all the way forwards in space. Grab hold of it with the other hand, lift the chest, and then take it back behind you. Place both hands in the pads of the ring. Lift the chest, lift those long arms, hold it here. Pulse the ring for 3, 2, 1. Long, strong arms. Take the ring out to the right, forwards. Lifting the chest, out to the left, back behind the seat. Long, strong arms. So the heels of the hands pulse the ring in for 3, 2, 1. Take the ring out to the left, forwards, out to the right, palms back. Lengthen those arms, palms on the ring. Squeeze the ring, send the shoulder blades together and down the back. Pulse the ring for 3, 2, 1. Last time, ring goes out to the right, ring comes forwards and up, ring goes out to the left. Ring goes over the seat, lift the chest, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Long, strong arms, pulse the ring for 3, 2, 1. And then take the ring down, slide the hands underneath your shoulder joints, and push yourselves back to seated. So actively reach those fingertips forwards and away. Take a deep breath in. Hey Debbie, thank you. I love your comments. So sorry about that, ladies. There's a live streaming issue. I just want you to have a nice child's pose moment. So enjoy this child's pose moment, stretching the fingertips away towards the opposite end of the mat, taking a deep breath in, and then squeeze and lift your pelvic floor, tucking the pelvis, and then come up into 4-point kneeling. So we're going to do a modified thread the needle. So keep the wrist joints under your shoulder joints, and let's get the knee points underneath your hip points. So keeping the natural 3 curves of your spine, grab hold of your ring, and then take the ring towards the device and up, away from the bottom wrist. Reach that ring up and away, take a deep breath in, and then feed it through to the other side of the mat. Hinge at the front of your hips and then place the ring down and push it away. So your shoulders in alignment with your navel, you drop it down. Your head doesn't take the weight of your body. You're going to send the top arm up, take a deep breath in, fold that top elbow, for me it's my right, hold on to the top left thigh, and then rotate the chest more to the sky. Inhale, lengthen the right arm up. Exhale, plant it down in front of your face, and then grab hold of the ring. Feed it through again, and then see if you can reach it long and higher, away from that bottom wrist. Who knows, right? Inhale here, and then feed it through. You're just going to push it through. Feed it through, hinge at the front of your hips, send the shoulder down in alignment with your navel. Press that shoulder down, lift the top arm up. Bend the top elbow, inhale. Exhale, rotate the chest more. Inhale, lengthen the top arm up. Exhale, squeeze the pelvic floor, plant that hand in front of you. And this time, we're just going to swap hands. So get your wrists in a good alignment for you, sticking the tailbone out in your natural curve. Take a deep breath in, lengthen the spine, hold the ring in the other hand now. For me, it's the right hand. Reach the right hand up and away from the bottom hand, deep breath in, and then slide it through, pushing it through, palm facing me. Hinge at the front of your hips and get your right shoulder down on the mat. So the head is not on the mat. You're lengthening the left arm up, inhale, and then bend it, twist the chest more to the sky. Inhale, reach the left arm up. Exhale, plant it down in front of your face, and then pull the ring back to where it started, and then reach it up to the sky. Inhale here, rotate your chest on the exhale more. Inhale and feed it through, push it through, palm facing you. Hinge at the front of your hips as you rotate the spine to the left, and get your right shoulder down, so your head isn't taking the weight. Inhale, reach the left arm up. Exhale, squeeze the pelvic floor, hold on to your right thigh with your left hand and rotate your chest more to the sky. Inhale, reach the left arm up. Exhale, plant it down in front of your face, push down into it, and then let's get that ring back to where we started. Reach it all the way up, and then plant it down. So we're going to roll over onto our right side. We're going to do some fun glute work, which is one of my favorite things to do. So just to make it a little bit harder, if you want to, let's place the ring between the thighs and place the heels together and lift them. If you don't want to, that's fine. But if you can, use a ring or ball, great. So keeping the feet flexed, heels together, lift out of your low side waist so it's not collapsed down. So your shoulder blade is down the back. Take a deep breath in. You're going to squeeze the ring. Squeeze the pelvic floor, inhale to release. Exhale, squeeze the pelvic floor, so really pull that imaginary tampon up inside you. Really engage the undercarriage. Hips are stacked as you inhale, you release. Exhale, squeeze the heels together, squeeze the pelvic floor, and you're really using those inner thighs today, I get it. Inhale to release. Exhale, squeeze the pelvic floor and squeeze the ring. Hold it. Inhale there, flexing those feet, you're going to pulse the ring in. In. So it's kind of like an inner thigh activation, but I really want you to feel like you're really using your pelvic floor on the exhale the whole time. When you inhale, you release. On the exhale, we're going to pulse the ring knee to knee again for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then lower the heels down, take the ring away, and just for fun, we're going to try something slightly new, right? We're going to just push ourselves up onto our sides. Let's try this. Maybe it's going to work, maybe it's not. We're going to lower the ring onto our lowest ribs, because you might hate me. You might hate this a lot. I don't know. We're going to find out. It might pop away as well. So this could be fun. So we're going to keep the ring there. Lengthen the top leg long and away. We're going to try it on both sides too, so I hope you find some joy in it. And then if you don't like the ring there, you can take it in your hand and reach it up and away. Totally up to you. Take the top arm up. Relax the shoulders down the back. Feel length and strength in your whole top leg and your whole top arm. Flex your foot. Take it forwards in space. Pulse, pulse. Point the toe and take it back in space. Use your glutes. Forwards in space. Pulse, pulse. And do you see how the ring helps you to give you that feedback? Oh, I'm not collapsing in the low side waist. I hope you try this, even if you think it looks ridiculous. Just make sure it's on the ribs, not below the ribs, annoying your innards. And let's do one more. Sweep the leg forwards as far as you can. Squeeze the pelvic floor. Squeeze your glutes as you take the leg back. Hold it here. Lift the leg higher, just one more inch. And then do 6 circles, teeny tiny circles. My ring is changing shape. And now squeeze and lift your pelvic floor. And reverse your circles. Keep squeezing and lifting that pelvic floor. And then bend that knee. We're just going to take the ring away and rotate over to the other side. I have this feeling that I'm running out of time. It's probably true. Heels together. Insides of feet together. The ring between the thighs. Try and lift out of that low side waist. Lift your feet off if you can. It's a little bit more of a challenge. Keeping the heels in alignment with the spine, the hips are stacked. Squeeze the ring. On the exhale, squeeze the pelvic floor. Inhale, open up the thigh and release your pelvic floor. Exhale, squeeze your pelvic floor and squeeze the legs together. Inhale here, release. Release the pelvic floor, release the ring. Squeeze the pelvic floor and squeeze that ring. Inhale to release. And this time we're going to squeeze the pelvic floor, squeeze the ring, and keep the thighs towards one another as we pulse. Try and make the pulse happen from the back of the hip or the glutes. And if you can't find that, maybe send your heels further back towards the seat in alignment with the spine, or send them further forward. See if that works for you. I find sending them further back works for me. Hold it, release, inhale. Exhale, squeeze the pelvic floor, squeeze the thighs together, and again, we're going to pulse in. In. So keep pulsing those legs together and in. Hold it. And then we're going to take the ring away. We're going to do something nutty. Remember, we're going to place it on that low rib. I don't know if this is going to work for you guys. We're just trying something new because why not? Okay, and we're going to keep that bottom knee bent, lift the top leg off, reach the top arm off. Inhale. Pulse, pulse the heel forwards. Exhale, point the toe back. Inhale, pulse, pulse forwards. It's nutty. Exhale, back. I hope after all that oblique work, you feel they're on fire and really supporting your corset. So when I say torso or corset, I basically mean the whole cylinder of your chest to your hips. Heel forwards, toe back. Inhale, sniff, sniff. Exhale, squeeze the pelvic floor and the glutes back. 2 more. Not that I'm counting, because I'm a Pilates instructor. And then hold the leg back this time. Reach it a little bit higher than that hip. And then do 6 circles in each direction. So long, strong legs. Long, strong legs. Hold the leg up. Lift it a little bit higher. Point the toe. Take it back behind the line of the spine. And then reverse your circles for 6. Relax the shoulder blades down the back. I hope that's working for you. And then lower that leg down. Oh, that was a bit challenging with that ring there, right? But what a nice surprise that it helped actually support the movement. So as we're here on our sides, I thought what we could do is a nice mermaid. So come up to a high kneeling situation, just to finish. Sorry, I'm running over if I finish this properly. And then think about just lifting your hip seat away from your feet, pressing the feet together, sending them over to one side, and sitting back down, holding onto that top ankle. For me, it's my right. And then reach the left arm up towards your left ear, relax the shoulders down, and use your right hand to pull you over to the right. So think about right ear to right hip pressed, and go all the way up and over to your right for a nice mermaid stretch. So think about sending your left ribs out and away. Inhale there, Pull yourself over on the exhale, squeezing that pelvic floor. Inhale to lengthen up with the spine. Exhale, plant the left hand down, away from you. Bend that elbow, reach the right arm all the way up and over towards your right ear. I'm rushing, I'm sorry. Inhale to pick your right ribs up. Exhale, sink further into that side bend. Inhale to lengthen all the way up. And then slowly lengthen up into your high kneeling situation. Send your toes to the left. Hold on to them with the left hand as you send the seat down. Inhale to lengthen the right arm up. Exhale, bend all the way over towards the heels of the feet. Hold it here, lengthen the spine up and over. On the exhale, squeeze your pelvic floor and see if you can reach all the way over to the other side even more. Almost twice as much if you use that pelvic floor. Ear to hip. Inhale to lengthen all the way up. Exhale, plant the right hand down on the mat. Right? And lift the left arm all the way up. Bend the right elbow, forearm down. And reach all the way over towards the right. Try and keep your left hip going down. Inhale there. On the exhale, sink further into it. Your obliques need this stretch after all that work. Inhale there. On the exhale, squeeze and lift your pelvic floor. Lengthen all the way up. And then slowly come all the way up to high kneeling. Tuck your toes, facing the mat, and lengthen those legs, lengthen those arms, drop the chest down between the open arms. Hold it here, hope you feel longer and stronger. Lift your kneecaps up into your quad muscles, close your front ribs, drop your chest down, stretch the mat out. Inhale to lift your heels off. Exhale, lower the heels down, lower the chest down, send your sitting bones up. Inhale, pick up your heels. Exhale, lower the heels down. One more time. Inhale to pick up your heels. Exhale, lower the heels down, lower the chest down, squeeze and lift your pelvic floor. Deep breath in. Walk your hands back to your feet on your exhale. Now hold on to the back of your ankles with your hands. Lift your knees up into your quad muscles and draw the crown of the head through the floor. Deep breath in here. Interlace the fingertips behind your low back. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Really squeeze the shoulder blades together. Lift your kneecaps up into your quads. Hinge further forwards at the hips. Take a deep breath in. Squeeze your shoulder blades together and take the long, strong arms overhead. See if you can shorten the distance between the chest and the thighs. Deep breath in. And then squeeze your shoulder blades together. Go one more inch. Further, further, further with the arms, the hips, the legs. Inhale to drop the hands down to the floor. Exhale, squeeze the pelvic floor and shake the head, no, no, no. Inhale, nod the head, yes, yes, yes. And then on the exhale, soften your knees. Squeeze and lift your pelvic floor. Tuck your chin into your chest and slowly restack your spine all the way up to standing. Tucking the pelvis, enjoying this as a stretch for your spine all the way up to standing. Lifting the chin off the chest. Inhale to shrug up. Exhale, send the shoulders down the back. And you're done. I hope you feel great today. I hope you feel long and strong. Oh, thank you so many of you for joining. I'm sorry